Hey, welcome back to Candy's World. I'm Candy, and I wanted to come on today and say to you all, or share with you all, why I originally started this page. I started the page because I wanted to share with people who may be going through the same thing that I'm going through, how I've been making it through, and just share my experience with my children and my life, how it is now after leaving a relationship, or splitting from a relationship, or even how I was able to remove myself from that relationship, and just be able to share my thoughts and feelings for other people who have the same thoughts and feelings, but they're not sharing them, or they don't feel that they can share them with their peers because they're afraid their peers may judge them, or they fear that their peers won't understand because they either pretend to have the perfect life, or they're not even close to the life that you've been in. So that was the original reason why I started this channel. I wanted to have some fun with my experience, with our experience, but I also wanted to be able to share with you all in hopes that maybe it will help someone. Because I know when I was going through it, you feel like you can reach out to everyone, but nobody can really help you. You can talk to people, but they can't really help you with what you're feeling inside. Some people may be able to help you, but at the end of the day, you feel like you're alone. And I just wanted to be able to share what I was feeling when I originally started this page. And then that horrific murder by the police on George Floyd happened, and it just changed my thought process. I couldn't think about anything else but what was going on and what continued to go on with our country, what's been going on with our country, but hasn't been highlighted until now. And make no mistake, I am not by any means changing the subject in my life on what I do to continue the fight, but I am going to bring it back to what I originally started this page for, and I will still use my platform and my voice, whatever voice I have right now anyways, to share my thoughts on those things. But my page will not be mainly about that. It's going to be what I started it for, my family and my trials as a single mom, and the things that I go through and the things that I experience, in hopes that it will help you all. So please let me share those things with you and allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Candy, and I became a single mom once again 2 years ago. And I was with the father of my children for 7 years at that point, and I basically had enough. I have 3 beautiful children, as you've seen, crazy, but amazing. And I really wanted to create a family for them, a father and a mother and a home and trips and this life that I had dreamed of, or that we had dreamed of together. But that dream that we had dreamed of together was quickly, or I can say slowly, slipping away after the birth of my first child. I'm sorry, not my first child. My first child is my 16-year-old, and I was a single mom with her for 8 years until I met him. And he was beautiful, and he was amazing, and we got along, and we had the same drive, we had the same dream, and that was my favorite thing, to be able to sit and dream with him. just to experience those thoughts of what we want and go out and look at the things that we wanted and the homes that we wanted and the cars that we wanted and put together the lifestyle that we were, dreaming of. That was my favorite part. And then we got pregnant pretty fast. But we were still going strong after that, after my pregnancy. And then I think maybe 6 months into the relationship, I'm sorry, 6 months after the first baby was born, things started to change a little bit, not too much. And other people could see his controlling ways, but I never did. I never saw the control. I just saw that he loved me. And it was, I thought it was beautiful. And then I got pregnant with my second baby by him. My second baby, so my third baby, of course, by him when my 7-year-old was 8 months. I hope that's not too much math for some people. I'd be like, what? But things just sort of started to change. I wanted to stay at home, and at first he wanted me to stay home because it's cheaper, because you don't have to pay for a daycare, right? A daycare is like a rent, for us out here. So staying home was good for the first couple of years, but I was going to help him with the business, and it was going pretty well. And I'm not going to break down like every step through the relationship, but I can say that the controlling ways started to become more and more. And I'm a butterfly. I'm just not the type of person that will stay in one place. And I thought that I could. I thought that eventually he would kind of adapt to some of my ways, and I would adapt to some of his ways, and it would all kind of grow together, because before the children, we had a blast. We'd argue, crazy, weird arguments, and I know those were signs, but I didn't read them as signs. Other people in my life saw them as signs, but I didn't. And I know that goes for a lot of you, where a lot of your friends are like, girl, I know he sees it. Or, did you see him? He didn't even allow you to look at that. Why did he stop you from looking at that guy? What is he worried about? What you're wearing? Or, why is he worried about you wearing too much mascara? Oh, he just loves me. He just thinks I'm beautiful naturally, and you don't think of those as signs. You don't see them until it's too late. And then you still hope that it can change, right? You still hope. And mind you, please don't. I was not in a physically abusive relationship. I was in a controlling relationship. I was in a financially and emotionally controlling relationship. I can say that. He never hit me. It was not like it was not a physical abuse type relationship. So let me straighten that up. But I know that a lot of it can start out not physical, right? A lot of it starts out very controlling, holding the money, breaking your emotions down, or not emotions, breaking your what's the word? Confidence down. Slowly taking. Oh, if you didn't look so. If you didn't look, if your butt didn't look so good, that would look, or not that. If you're, what would he say? It's been a couple years, I don't even remember. Or if you would put on an outfit, he would just look at you like it wasn't what you should be wearing. It was just little things that make you think you're crazy, but you're not. and then finding out money is being hidden, and it's like, we're partners, why are you hiding money from me? And then the excuses of why you've been gone so long that just don't make sense, but you let it ride because whatever, you know, how am I going to prove it anyways? So whatever. And then eventually it just gets to a point where you look at, am I going to continue this venture this way, or am I going to exit? Because I can continue, right? But I don't see this getting better. It's only gotten worse and worse and worse as the years have gone by. And I can see that it is definitely not going in the way that I dreamt. But am I going to continue holding out for another year in hopes that it's going to change? Or am I going to say, I'm done? And that was very difficult for me to do because I really wanted my kids to have their dad. I wanted us to have a mother-father home where they would grow up and see mom and dad. And no matter what we went through, you know, we went through it together. And, you know, yeah, we fought, but we were partners. But we weren't partners. We weren't partners anymore. It was always, I am the head of my household, and I will hear what you have to say. But at the end of the day, it's going to be whatever I decide. And I didn't sign up for that. I didn't sign up for that at all. And I'm lucky because I had a mother who would always tell us about these controlling men. And I never allowed anyone to control. I'm still feisty, but I was very feisty in the beginning because you were never going to control me. You were never going to control me. And my dad was the type of man that would beat his women. And I was never going to allow that to happen. You'll never beat my ass, right? And so I was always very like, you know, pushing, you know, I would push you to see how far, if I pushed, you know, how far would you go? Because I needed to see what kind of man you were. And like an idiot, I mean, you push anybody, they're going to pop, right? So that was not the right way to go about it. But looking back, you know, I'm thinking I was doing all the right things, and it wasn't. So don't do that. If you push somebody enough, just like if they push you, you're going to get popped. But even though still it's not right for a man to pop you, let me get that clear. No matter what, you should still not be putting your hands on your woman. But the financial abuse of taking the money away, or saying that you don't have it, or, you know, using it as a tool, that's not the, man. And it would make me so mad because I never thought that I would be in this position. Me? I would never be in this position. I was raised by a woman who taught me this before I even started dating. I would never be in this position. And before I knew it, I was. And it was like, wow, now what do? I have no job. I have no money. I have no friends. And I have nowhere to go. So, if you do choose to leave, where are you going to do? What are you going to do? Where are you going to go? And those are the things that would keep me down before. It's like, where am I going to go? You know, okay, well, you can get a job. That's going to take more time for me to be in this relationship. And at one point I did get a job, but then I ended up going back home and staying home because I liked being at home with the kids. It was just easier, right? It's the easier route. And I really thought that we could work as a team. And mind you, I'm not perfect. I didn't work on the business like I should have. I didn't really search and do all the things that he needed me to do. But I was, you know, at home with two small babies, one and a brand new baby, and a 12, 13-year-old, or 11, 12-year-old. And for a couple years, it was very difficult because I was taking her to school, getting up, taking her to school, had a brand new baby, was up for 50 million hours a night. The other one wouldn't go to sleep. I'm changing it was crazy. It was crazy. And so there were days where if I got a minute, I would sit down and veg or try to nap. I didn't do all the stuff that he wanted me to do, but there were conversations that we had where we just weren't meshing. It was he wanted what he wanted his way, and there was no compromise. There was no, okay, well, we can work. In the beginning it would be like, okay, well, we can do it, and then we go back to right the way that he wanted it, and it was just not what I sought out, not what I had dreamed of, not what we had talked about. So I decided to leave, and that was a very scary day. But it was it was to the point where I'm not taking what you're offering anymore, at all. And it was the day that my lights were cut off, and I had just found out that he had received a lot of money, and I had asked for the credit card for the card to go get some gas, and he was like, here, take $10 off, take $10 for gas. And so instead of going to go get gas, I went to the bank, and I put the card in and got, you know how you can get those little statements from the ATM. So I got the statement and added everything up, and sure enough, he got those checks that were missing, but he didn't tell me that he got those checks that the company said that they had paid already. So I'm thinking, we have no money. The lights are getting cut off. We have no food in the refrigerator, and I'm not thinking there's anything going on. And then that happens, and the lights get cut off anyway, and there's still no food in the refrigerator. So the night that the lights get cut off, me and the kids spent the night in the room, and we had candlelight. And the next day I was like, what am I going to feed the kids? He was like, I don't know. There's food in there. And I said, there's only cans of food on the counter. There's no electricity. How am I supposed to light the stove? And he was like, you know how to light it. Get a lighter and light it. And then he bent down and kissed my son and said goodbye, because he was leaving for work. That was it. I know you have money. You're holding on to the money. Now, you don't have to feed me. I'll suck on a noodle. I'll figure it out. But my kids are here, and they're your children too. So he left, and I got my things together, and I left. And I went and I got help from the county, and they helped me. And I know this is a pretty long video, so I'm going to go ahead and stop it here, but I'll tell you how I left from that point on and what happened on the next video. But I just want to share with you guys, I know it seems scary. I know you went into that relationship one person, and you're in this relationship, and you are totally lost on who you used to be, and you're trying to figure out, how the hell did I get here? Honey, we all get there. We all get there. We all, no matter how strong, no matter how weak we were, no matter how it started off in the beginning is always beautiful. But if you see yourself in a situation right now where it's just not where you want to be, it's not what you signed up for, you know the you inside of you is not and would not ever put up with this, then you know it's not where you need to be. And believe you me, there is a way to get out. I had no money. I had no job. I had no friends. And I had nowhere to go. And the people that I could reach out to, they couldn't help me. But you know who did? My Lord and Savior. God is your friend. He's my best friend. And when you're reaching for everything and everyone else and it doesn't work out, don't think that, oh, I have nothing. He He's got you. You just gotta call. He's got you. And he's had me ever since. I just want to share with you that your hope is not lost. I was just like you. I wasn't in a physical relationship. Physically abusive relationship. But I was in a relationship where I thought, how the hell did I get here and how the hell can I get out? Leave any questions or comments on the bottom of this video if you have questions for me, but I will share with you on my next video on how I got out and how, you know, what the process was then and where I'm at now. I'm in such a better place. I'm finally finding me again. Even though I'm still sad. I still miss him. I still hope that one day we could be together. But I know that it's not it. I know that he's still him. And it's just not me. And so just know that there's a way out. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section. If you like the video, make sure you like the video. And also, if you're new to the video or if you know anybody who would like to get this information, make sure you share. Also, please make sure you subscribe. I truly appreciate you for tuning in again today. And I will continue to share my stories with you, and hopefully you share it with other people, and hopefully it helps other people out there. You don't have to do this. You're not alone in it either. All right, thanks, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.